Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can use Zook app to do automation for your appliances. So as you can see, this is the Zook Smart app. So when I click on it, it will show all the devices which are registered with it. So I'm not covering any process for registering the devices. So for example, I have used a plug, 16 ampere plug for my heater, and my requirement is like I need to turn it on for 15 minutes and then I want it to turn it off for 15 minutes and then turn it on again. So in order to accomplish that, I have used their smart section automation option. So in automation, I have added an automation. I will show you. Let's just go. Okay. So inside this, I have choose for condition. All conditions are met. Okay, and then I'm using message center on. So what it will do is it will pop up the notification. So this will only work if your Zook app is in background, so do mind that. And then I have used time left on it. And before doing that, let me just show you what is the condition I have used. So I have used on. So I have choose for the plug, and when plug is on, so it will match this particular condition section, and then it will start performing the task. So when it will turn on, it will display a message that this particular triggers trigger automation is on. So it will show something like that, turn on heater for 15 minutes kind of notification will be visible somewhere in your app, and then it will wait for 15 minutes. So time to left is like for waiting, like we have wait in our Echo Alexa devices. So this is wait, and then I have choose another action which is heater off. So what it will do is it will turn off the heater and then again wait for the 15 minutes, and then again I have used switch on. So when you do it like switch on, so it's showing offline because my plug is not on right now, but when it is on, it will show you, going to show you online. So what it will do is it will run in a recursion manner. So for example, when your plug is on, it will show a message and it will wait for like 15 minutes because it is already on by some command or maybe by using physical button. And then in this section I'm using to do a off on this, and then I'm telling that to wait for another 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, when I use this action again, the last one, the heater on, this one, what it will do is it will call this particular trigger again. So when it happens, it will keep on running in infinite loop, and you are the action you wants to perform for like turn on for 15 minutes and turn off the 15 minutes will be achieved by this. So if you wants to like stop it, what you need to do, you need to disable this one first and then ask your Echo devices to turn off this particular plug. Only then it will be off, or it will just keep running in the background. So always remember to disable it. So let me just show you by adding a new one. So I have used like add button from the automation, and here I have used condition, all conditions are met, and then inside that add condition I will be using a device, and inside the device I have used this plug, and here you have different types of values you can use. So for me I want to use power on. Also I think that's related to the power consumption. So this should do it, I think. Switch, yes. So switch on. So whenever heater is get switched on, this trigger will be activated, and then inside that I can add tasks. So like I have shown you. I can like show the notification, but there is one thing, like you can't add any custom message in it. So whatever the name you will add it here, it will show that thing as a message notification. And with that action, you can use device and then heater, and then again you can do that switch uh, off or on depending upon your use case. And one more thing which I have used is time left. So it will be used for waiting. So you can just choose 1, 2 or 5 or 10 minutes, whatever you wants to use according to your own requirement. So I have used something like this. And then in last I have used again switch on there. So when that switch on occurs, it will again call this particular trigger. So it will keep in it will run in a infinite loop section. So I think it will give you some idea how you can do automation with this. So this is my working thing which I have used. So yes, I think that's all for this video. If you have any question regarding this particular case scenario, you can ask them in the comment section. And if this video is of any help for you guys, so please like and subscribe so that I can be motivated by creating more videos. So thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.